with JavaScript, right? So today I will try to build a project with so I'm going to start a project with integrating Chart.js. No, I'm not starting a project, sorry. I'm just integrating Chart.js. So Chart.js is a JavaScript library. So you see that my knowledge in JavaScript wasn't a waste in Elixir, because Elixir actually gives you room to utilize some JavaScript functionalities. So this is a Chart.js and it's going to help us to build charts. So over here we are going to be going through this particular article. So I saw it online, integrating Chart.js into Elixir Phoenix for visual impact. So we'll be going through this article and we'll also be going through their documentation. So most times when integrating most of these plugins and libraries, a quick advice is for you to go through their documentation, because it gives you room to carry out some other things, and like you don't have to use the default settings you learn from the tutorial you're watching. You can go ahead and customize it and navigate it to how you like. So this is going to be a very short video, but it's going to be an explanatory one, so please stay tuned. Thank you. So this liveSocket, it's actually very important. So we're just going to do miscompile to compile our code. So miscompile help us to reload the page here in Elixir. Whenever I want to reload the page, we'll do miscompile, so it reloads those current codes we have written. Whenever you are doing something in application.ex, or whenever you have to stop the server, but sometimes some changes does not require you to stop the server. It's not all changes that require you to stop the server. So currently we are already building a project at hand. This is one of the projects I'm building. So inside this project is where we are integrating the Chart.js. Okay, so we have is in the dashboard area. So yeah, if you see total revenue and total performance, we want this total revenue and total performance to be a chart. So this performance level, now we are thinking it might actually be a donut chart. I call it pie chart, sorry, but I love calling it donut because of its round shape and I love food. But this total revenue, we can make it by chart. So today, this video, we are just going to be fixated on total revenue. So we might not do another video when we are doing performance level, but this total revenue video of charts, how to integrate that Chart.js, would give you a room to start. So let's go ahead, guys. So you see, this is a versatile JavaScript library renowned for its simplicity and flexibility in creating stunning data visualization. So thank you, JavaScript. So I'm going to be posting the link to all these resources I use while making most of my videos. I like posting the resources so you can go ahead and you don't have to stress yourself to start looking for some of these tutorial or things I used, and it's easy for you that way. So we have actually did start our project, so we'll go through this route, and we already have a database, so we'll go through this route and we already make our project in live. So we just come down to documentation and hooks. So this documentation of hooks, I've opened it over here. This is its client hooks mounted. So these are the functions and what you can use in hooks. So go ahead to feel free to read it and know how to implement it on your project. So over here would dive right to this app.js, but what we want to do is that we are trying to, in the future we'll do so many other Chart.js. We're going to do also many tables, so many things with hooks. So we want to keep our hook in a particular file and not mounted to this, not be mounted to the app.js. So let's first go ahead to create our file for hook.js. Hooks.js. So I've already written so I've already written a code initially for it over here in my notepad. So this is the code. This is I'll explain this code, guys. Stay with me, don't worry, when I explain it. So let me just copy it and I'll explain what it actually is. So this is a hook code here where we have integrated charts. So this is implementing Chart.js functionality. So this is from Chart.js.auto, and we have done a data set, get context 2D, and the data set is that in our Ktra dashboard, scrolling down over here. So we have written a income. This is what we want to put at the left side of our chart to show, because it's a revenue chart. So we have 200,000 and we want to say at the various months where those revenues. So this label shows the various months, and this actually shows the data set. So we are using over here, you can have your own data set, maybe in your database. Maybe there's a transaction table, and in your transaction table you have a amount or an income where you store each of those transactions the application carried out for the user. So in that particular process, you can just use transaction.amount as your income and map it out. So this is an array of list of data, which are list of incomes this particular Ktra has been able to establish for these various months and all that. So we're going to remove this currently. So we just want to leave it like this, and we're going to be doing some customization later on. So please stay with us, guys. New charts. So this is the chart, and this is the functionality. This is the type. So the type is a bar chart. We can make the type a histogram. This is scales, begins at 0, tooltip enabled. So we can disable tooltip or enable tooltip. Destroyed. So clean up the chart, for instance. Since you want to clean up, maybe you want to clean up the chart, you can update the chart. When you come to this, their documentation over here from Chart.js down to getting started, showing you the installation, integration, a step-by-step guide. Is this step-by-step guide we actually followed for us to write that our code. So getting started. Okay, so we have to stop the application when we are ready. But so if we do it like this, it's not going to take that hooks, because the hook is not going to see the file yet. So for it to see the file, we have to import it. So over here we are going to do import hooks from hooks. So over here we are importing this hook file where we have written our code and where we are going to be writing our future hooks code. So over here, this line of code can't help our functionality, because this line of code is if we want to put the hook in the app.js file, but this is in another file. We'll comment this out, and over here we are going to use this instead. So we're going to use this instead. So you copy it and you paste it over here. So this part of this code and this file is not in the documentation. So in the video description, I'm going to be adding this, because this is a private repo, so I can't share this code. So I'm just going to be sharing a code snippet of this hook.js. So please bear with me, guys. Thank you. I might do another video in the future where I just do so many different Chart.js and so many other libraries that is in JavaScript, but it can be implemented and used in Elixir. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you. Okay, our table did not show. We're going to see why it didn't show. Okay. Unknown hook for chat. Okay, unknown hook for chat. It says unknown hook. That means it's not seen this hook yet. Okay, so let's find out from ChatGPT how we're gonna resolve unknown hook for chats, because the hook is actually there but it's not seeing it. So I think we have to do miss phs.digest to run our hook file again. So this is what I'm looking for. Mix assets.deploy. So I think mix asset.deploy deploy our asset, and I think that should fix this unknown hook. So it's still saying unknown hook for reply. Let's try to see what's happening there. Give me a minute. the build. Yay! It's up. Oh, it's up. It came up. Yay! But the application, we have stopped it. So I think what we did is worked, but we're trying to delete the build and get everything running well. Yeah, so what we had to do was delete the build and run the mix asset deploy. But because we deleted the build, the tailwind is not downloading, and this might take a while. So don't worry, hang on, guys. We're almost there. Like we're almost done with the application, with the functionality we're trying to work on. It's just to do some small play around. So if you see here, we have get started over here. Then when they get started, we have installation, integration, step by step. Then in their general, they have accessibility colors. So this accessibility now give us the room to, in the get started here, you can see a step-by-step guide. So this step-by-step guide shows you different ways to integrate different chart pattern. So it's something like this we integrated in our system, something like this, a bar chart. So it gives you a step-by-step guide to integrate various type of chart pattern, and from this general over here, you can have this accessibility to do some configuration to your chart. So you can give it a width, a height, a row, and everything. You can change the color for geometric element. You can change the background color and border color. For textual element, you can change the font color. So if you want to change the background color, they use yeah, this is inline CSS. I almost kind of like, no, this is not inline CSS. I am trying to think, where did this CSS come from? This is React. Yeah, this is React's way of writing CSS. Yes, of background color. But yes, so we call this is not snake. I think this is camel case. Yeah, this is camel case of writing. All those things I'm beginning to like forget about it, but it's coming back. So this is the camel case background color. This is what you need to use to change the background color, the border color, and yeah, so this, and they have various colors here. So you can, if you don't have any preference for color, you can use the built-in color plugin. So chart the register colors and colors enabled. For colors force override, you can find some of the built-in colors and use them, so they have fonts over here. So I'm trying to do this while this is loading, but when you integrate this in your system, I don't think you have, if you face inline of telling you this hook is not fine, just delete your build and run your assets, your mix assets deploy. So I'll put the code while writing the documentation in the video description. So please watch, and every of my YouTube video, please go to the YouTube video description. You get more resources and a lot of more information. Thank you. So in options, you have the padding and the performance and the integration. So we have configuration and everything. I might want to do a little bit of bypassing here, and I don't think I can wait for that CSS to build. So let me just try to start the application in another tab to see how it looks like. Yay! So our chart is showing. So we have successfully been able, and this is a tooltip showing us the amount at the heading. And for us to just, let's navigate and just do a color change. So in the data label, border width, in this data set, border width. So over here we can change the color. So let's just see how to change colors. So for now we're just going to use this color. Let's see which color it gives us. Then we'll just do recompile, because we want to recompile the code. And when we do, so this is, I think that's the default color. So let's try to navigate to see if we can see this color, this yellow color, if we can get the color code for this yellow color. Oh, it's an image. Oh, I thought it was a, I thought they had coded it. No, no, it was an image they put over there. So maybe we should use this 3B and see which color this 3B gives us. So we just want to play around with some other integration like colors and everything. So I'm trying to speed up this tutorial because my battery is a bit low. So, but you get the gist of what the library is all about. It's for chat implementation. So maybe you have a food chart, a data chart, something, because in every dashboard you might want to do a chart implementation and let your user know, oh, this is what I'm representing. Okay, so the color is changing here. Why is it not? It's white. So why is our border color not white? Is it because of this border color we have here? Okay, it's now white. I want to do it 00, which is black. Okay. I like Elixir, so you see the colors is working. So we have implemented black color over there. Yeah, so then you can do some padding. You can increase the padding, the layout, options. You can do options and do so many other configurations. You can play around with the chart and get to know more about how to utilize it. This is all on this chart. See you in the next video. Your girl from Elixir Forge. Hi and bye. Thank you for staying.